What's up, dudes? Alright, today I have a very exciting box to open. Inside is the entire summer release of Revive Skateboards. I think it'll be fun to open this up, show you guys this stuff, and maybe talk a little bit about how it all came to be. Okay, let's open it up. Yes! Okay, so the best thing about getting these boxes is, well, one thing is the Revive dudes hook it up. So a lot of times as a freelancer you do stuff and, you know, the people you're working for will never send you anything, but Andy and Brian always hook it up with everything I need. It's awesome because I feel like I'm part of the family and I get boxes just like everybody else, so super, I can't explain how good it feels. So I guess I should say thank you to Andy and Brian and all the dudes at the warehouse for always hooking it up. So, my nose is running. Alright, the box. First things first is Take Over the World. So, this is the new Revive full-length video. I want to say that these dudes should be so proud of this. I was lucky enough to be at the premiere in Cincinnati a few weeks ago, and the video is awesome. I think it's just so cool that these guys, you know, they could be perfectly happy making YouTube videos every day with skating, but they put so much work into this, and to make a video, I don't want to call it old school, but it reminds me of the videos I watched way back in high school that made me fall in love with skating and stuff. So I think this is just such a rad thing, and they should all be so proud of what they've made. So definitely, if you don't check out anything else that I'm about to show you, check out Take Over the World, because it's awesome. Yeah! First up, I'll show the stickers off. So we got some Legend of Revive gold foil stickers. Super stoked on those. We got some skull stickers and some sunrise sunset stickers. So, and to go along with all those, let's bust this dude out. So this is the Legend of Revive t-shirt using that same logo on the shirt. One cool thing is, I'm really excited about this, is they are trying out some new t-shirts, some new like the t-shirts that we do the printing on. It's a little softer and a little slimmer fitting, so I think it's a nicer fit. So I'm very excited to see if they continue using these. The Legend of Revive. Alright, shirt number 2. Oh, you don't have to rip the bags open. Is the skull shirt. Yeah. I love this color. I'm stoked that they did this kind of turquoise teal color instead of like a royal blue. And yeah, drawing skulls. I love drawing skulls, so putting some lightning flames on it is always awesome too, right? Alright, and last shirt is baseball tee. Sunset, sunrise, whatever you want to call it. Stoked on this design, stoked on all the designs, but this one in particular I'll talk about in a little bit. And yeah, I love baseball tees that are black body with colored sleeves. I think those are the coolest, so psyched on this one. Alright, now let's get into the boards. Okay, so I know I've said this before, but it has been a long time dream ever since high school when I first got into skateboarding to have my artwork on skateboards. So even though I've been doing this for a little while now, it's still my favorite thing to see my artwork on the skateboard. So okay, here we go. Alright, first up is Johnny Geiger's Pro board. So this whole series, the Skull series that matches this t-shirt and everything, when we first started talking about these, it was just like, let's draw each of the pros as skeletons, as skulls, but I wanted to do something to sort of mix it up a little bit and put a bunch of like pattern and stuff behind them. So I sort of chose 3 different patterns and just went crazy with it and tried to make the skulls look as much like the pros as I could. Did some custom lettering up at the top, and yeah, just tried to pick rad colors for everybody. Have sort of a tonal colorway for each rider. So Johnny has the sort of green colorway. And then the other thing I wanted to do with this series is way back when I was working on them, this guy Kyle Webster, who's an amazing illustrator, came out with a set of Photoshop brushes that are all about halftone patterns. So if you look really closely on the board, there's a bunch of different halftone patterns, like little dots and triangles and stuff, that in printing basically give the effect of a lighter or darker color. So I think each of these boards is I'm only using a couple of colors for the parts, but the halftone sort of makes it look more colorful. That was something I just wanted to experiment with as I was drawing these in Photoshop. Alright, board number 2. Here's the Doug Desautel's version. So, same deal, skull, gotta get his signature hat in there, and then he's got a bunch of machinery and the same sort of hand-drawn type halftone patterns, and he's got the sort of red, orange, yellow colorway, the warm colorway, I guess. Right, board number 3. Alright, Aaron Cairo. So this, if you want to see, I made a video of my process making this board. It's probably popping up on a card, but I'll also link it in the description below. If you want to see me actually drawing this board, got a whole video on the process of it, so check that out. Okay, board number 4. Alright, this one, John Hill Pro model. John just turned pro, and I can't be more excited about this. It's awesome getting to do all the skateboards, but being the person who gets to design someone's first pro model feels very special, and I really hope John likes the design. And yeah, I've had the pleasure of working with John a little bit in the past, so getting to design this was a real treat. Yeah, when Andy and Brian and I sat down to figure out this, they had an idea of what they wanted. You know, the sunset with the camera, and each pro for their first pro board gets a lifeline, so it was just my job to make it look cool. So hopefully John thinks it looks cool, and yeah, I'm really proud of this one. Alright, next up, Ames Bros Level 1-2. So last year we had the Ames Bros deck, which is one of my all-time favorite decks that I got to design for Revive, and this year we wanted to do the sequel. So at the end of the level in last year's level, you know, Brian goes down the tube and pops out underground and keeps skating underground. So I love working on these pixel art boards and getting to draw little pixel Mario versions of Brian is super fun. Yeah, can't wait till next year when we do 1-3. Is that maybe like a water level or something? Next up is I think they're calling this the Fight board. I might have called it the Versus board. Fighting game character select screen. We got Andy and Aaron dressed up as characters you might recognize from a particular fighting game. And then we have the whole team. So this one was super cool because it's exciting to work on each of the pro boards, but to get to illustrate little pixel portraits of each of the team members was super rad, and hopefully everybody can recognize themselves. myself. And it's really, it was kind of tricky and took a lot longer than I thought, but you know, getting people to look like themselves in like a little, I don't know, 20 by 20 pixel grid is pretty tough. But yeah, I think my favorite is probably Sam. So yeah, love this board. Hope all the dudes on the board love it too. And yeah, awesome. All right, and last but not least is the master board. So incredibly stoked on this one. I did the design knowing that we would get the gold background, which we've done for the other Zelda inspired boards, you know, because all of those games always came on the gold cartridge and everything, so it was really important to get the gold background. But what I didn't know was if we would be able to get the silver foil blade, which I think, oh man, you can see yourself in it. It's so cool. I'm so happy with this board. Yeah, I guess I'm just really proud of both series and of course John's board as well, and this one in particular because I think it's got some pretty rad details. Make it feel like the master board. Yeah, alright. So that's it. That's pretty much everything in the summer line. There is another Take Over the World board and t-shirt. I didn't work on those, so I didn't need to get them in my box. But I just want to say again, thank you to Andy and Brian. You guys are the most fun to work with. And you know what? It just hit me that this is going to be my last box in the mail from Revive because we're moving to Cincinnati. So instead of getting a box in the mail, I'm just going to go to the warehouse and pick up all the boards and take them home myself. So I guess this is kind of a big deal, and I'm glad I'm doing this unboxing video because this is going to be the last one. Maybe when the fall series comes out, which I'm actually just about to start working on, instead of doing an unboxing, maybe I'll do like a walk through the warehouse and talk about the whole design process for those boards and shirts and everything else. So like I said, go to theshredquarters.com. There's a link in the description. Check everything out. There's a ton more stuff on there too, just from past releases and all the Force gear and everything. It's just a really cool online skate shop, so check it out. A new thing I've started doing is there's no more ads on this channel, so if you'd like to support me making these videos and everything, one, go to theshredquarters.com and get stuff from there. Also, I have my own online shop with pins and comics and prints and stuff. So go check that out. The link's in the description. Of course, I'm very proud of everything on there, especially the comics. If you want to read stories about my life or stories from my brain, I put a lot of work into those comics, so it would mean a lot if you would check them out. So that's really it. Other than that, we are, even though I just unpacked this box, I gotta put everything back in the box and pack it right back up because we are moving to Cincinnati at the end of next month. So we are 1 month away from being in Cincinnati. It's crazy. My head is spinning from all the stuff I have to do because we have to move on top of all my regular freelance deadlines, and yeah, it's nuts. Okay, anyway, that's it. Hope you guys have an awesome, productive week, and I'll catch you later.